see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for being here. You know,
What is the date?
Well, the date, I guess, realistically, is December the 4th.
In that case, the film is doing very well. Imagine number one.
Yeah. Are you surprised that it's doing so well?
I am a little surprised considering that thing.
Well, he hates everything.
I know he does, except for one thing, which we won't mention.
Now, I saw the movie the other night, and I thought it was very funny film. Tell the folks about the three Amigos. What exactly is the deal on these guys? You, Martin Short, and Steve Martin.
Yeah, that's it. That's about it. These are two very funny guys, the guys I worked with, which I told you earlier. And it's about the three of us are movie stars in the early part of the century.
1916.
1916. And we are washed up. We play cowboys, the three Amigos. We are wealthy Spanish landowners. And take it from there. Mm-hmm. Basically what we do is sort of a Magnificent Seven parody.
Yeah. But the guys themselves are kind of, I don't know what that is. We have a tremor rolling through the building. What is it?
I don't know, but I had a little...
The place is haunted! Run for your lives! We don't have any idea what that is? Upstairs. Someone's moving out of their office.
Hi, Paul. I'm sorry, but I sort of snubbed Paul the last time I was here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't, Chevy.
Take it back. Go ahead.
You.
So the guys, the nature of the guys, they're pampered actors, right? They're not real He-Man kind of guys in the beginning, are they?
No.
Yeah.
They're not. No, they're not. I don't know what can I tell you about them. I'm sure most of you have seen it already, haven't you? And probably most of you out there have seen it too.
Why don't we show the folks a clip?
Let's show a clip. That'll give you a good
Tell them what
idea.
we're going to look at.
All right, you're going to look at me. You'll see. We're in the desert. We're very thirsty.
Oh, good. This is a very funny
right?
scene. Yeah. This is three gentlemen riding all day on their horses, and they're very thirsty.
Through the desert, and they are exhausted
All right.
and thirsty.
Funny.
Did you understand what I said there?
You said lip balm.
You did understand it.
Yeah.
That was a much better reading.
Oh, it was fine.
Lip balm?
Now, you in the movie, you guys spent a lot of time on the horses. Did you do all your own riding, or will we see
All
doubles?
of our own riding.
Yeah.
With the exception
Dangerous
of
stunts?
No, none of them.
Yeah.
So actually, we didn't really do much of the riding at all. But we're telling other interviewers that we did.
Oh, I see. But there's one scene where you all simultaneously leap onto your separate horses. Now, did you do that or not?
I did that. Steve and Marty couldn't do it.
They couldn't do it.
I had the back pills. They didn't.
Well, and singing? You sing in the film? That's you, I'm sure. I know
Yeah,
you
in
have
fact,
a
all
musical
three of us
background.
sing. And I'll tell you something. Marty, who this lady over here knows very well, is a fine singer, a really good singer. In fact, I might have shown that clip, but it didn't really feature me as well. And that's a terrific scene, too.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's very entertaining. Who was that? Stage manager on the nightly news.
That was my manager.
What's his name? Fred Lights, and apparently someone in the booth hit the wrong button.
Was that on the air?
Yeah. Anything we see, we grab it and put it on. That explains how I got the job.
That was a request by me, that number.
What is that, Paul?
To Sir with Love. No, that was... Tell him what it was.
Billy's Bounce, actually.
Billy's
Chevy,
Bounce.
a noted bebop aficionado, requested that.
What is that, a saxophone or what?
It is, yeah. Sounds cute, doesn't it?
So anyway, now where were we? What were we talking about? Your musical background?
Yeah, we were into that.
Yeah.
We sort of segued into that.
What was the name of your group that you were in?
I was in the three men. I was in the. I was in a group called Chameleon Church back in the '60s. Yeah. For a while, I played with the.
Geez, I wouldn't have
Dan
guessed
boys.
that was the '60s Chameleon Church.
Wouldn't have known.
No.
We didn't wear Nehru jackets.
Steely Dan, who was
Well, I wasn't
the guys?
in Steely Dan.
No, you were.
Went to school with Fagan and Becker. Those are the leaders of the Steely Dan group, and I played drums with them and piano, and then they formed a good group. I wasn't around.
Now, what about Blythe Danner? Is this true that she was a singer in one of these groups?
No, Blythe was a girlfriend of mine throughout college many years back. I got 73, 4. And she was a jazz singer. We had a jazz group.
Yeah.
We had a jazz group.
Yeah.
She sang.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
70.
Yeah, all right. How are things at home? You have 2 kids?
2 lovely daughters.
Yeah. How are they going?
They're both fine.
Yeah.
One is soon to be 4, and the other is soon to be 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have no children, do you?
I have no children yet. No, I would like to have children.
Well, we'll work it out later.
Yeah. Kind of a trade, perhaps.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, now, what else?
Well, what can I tell you? The movie's out. The Christmas season is upon us.
Now, I have this other information
got
here
gas.
on my...
What?
No, I have this other information here on my desk. Now, do you want to address yourself to it or not?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of
All right.
fact. I'm sure you're all familiar with this magazine. I won't say what it is.
It's a tabloid.
Won't say any names. It's just a tabloid.
Yeah.
Look at this. Eddie Ford. This is fun. It's easy to do backwards. She talked me into it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say these people are liars, but certainly these 3 people are liars.
Oh, here we go.
They're all
Yeah,
liars.
get a
They're all
good-
miserable liars. Now, I'm
Get
sure
a nice
these aren't their
tight
real
shot
names.
of the people he's calling liars. And
Yeah. John, South, Sam, Reuben, and Richard Taylor sound like real names, don't they?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Names are names, you know.
Yeah, this has a long series of quotes where I'm crying on Betty's shoulder, where it's pretty good. It is right. How do you know? It's just what it is that it's unbelievable that this kind of thing can happen.
Now, you did go to the...
No, I was at her house. Not. Yes, I did. I did. But,
And they tricked you and your family to get information, right?
That's correct.
The magazine, not the clinic.
the clinic.
Yeah.
No.
No. How did they do that?
Well, my wife got a call. I tried to go there to have as much privacy as possible because when you have the kind of problems I've had, you want to be private about it. And so I went under the name of Dick Sugarman. And indeed, I was told that it is very private, and I think it is, in fact, except that there are probably 1 or 2 people on the payroll
Oh, you
of,
think so?
of the Enquirer. I imagine there must be some way in which... Because my
Well,
wife
that-
got a call on our private phone, which I'll give you now, 4 or 5, at night, the night before my birthday, when I was in the center, and the caller said he was Tim Hutton.
Actor Timothy Hutton.
Long friend, friend of mine.
Married to Deborah Winger.
Is that right?
That's what I heard.
Now I know what. In any case, of course, it wasn't Tim Hutton, and I don't know Tim Hutton. I'd met him once in a plane.
Yeah.
But he got my wife believing that Tim and I were old friends, that he and I were old friends, and how are the kids? It went 20 minutes, he went on.
Yeah.
Finally cold her into believing that since it was my birthday, I'd love to hear a call, love to hear his voice, and could she just sneak the number? She said, I was at some fat farm, as you could see. And she gave him the number, and the guy called, and the long story short is that it was an Enquirer guy, and I never even talked to him. But they got my private line. I'm not sure if it was an Enquirer guy. I don't want to get into them suing me, but if they want to, I'm around.
God. You must have a lot of free time. Well... So, but anyway,
It is despicable. I
yeah,
wouldn't
it's
normally
unfortunate.
share this
But
with you,
to make a long story short, your problem is behind you.
my back problems are behind me. Yeah.
And the movie, I'm sure, is going to be a huge hit. It's very, very funny.
It's a terrific movie, very funny, a lot of fun for all of you. And right now it's #1, so get out there.
Nice to see you. Have a good holiday,
Good to see you,
Chevy.
Dave.
Thanks for coming by. We got to pause here for station identification.